Hello everyone, again welcome to Oliveboard and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So here I am with the second part of the Mensuration 3D class. So last week you saw me do or kind of discuss the first part of Mensuration 2D. So this is the part 2 of the same class, and again I have taken the same PPT so to kind of keep track. Otherwise, we might get distracted. So I've taken the same that annotated PPT itself, right? So with that being said, now most of the theory portions I have already given you in the last class, right? So today mostly we'll do practice. So without wasting any more time, let's start, sir. Most probably we had done 9 or 10 questions. 9. So we will start with this. Okay, no, this is not the question. This is a 2D mensuration question. My typist has made an error. Let's start with this. Sir, pyramid. Now, pyramid is something that we had not discussed. You'll say, sir, pyramid we don't know. No worries. Chalo, let's start today's class with the discussion on pyramid, sir. Right? Sir, how to deal with pyramid? Pyramid is a structure which is very similar to prism, meaning it can have different types of bases. Different types of bases. It will kind of move like meet every like all these sides will meet at one point that is called the apex. Okay, let's take for example. I'm taking a square type base pyramid. I'm taking a pyramid which has a square base. I'm just rotating it just a little bit so that we can make arrangements. Now, sir, what we'll do? Sir, let's say this is your apex. This is your apex, sir. Okay. So I'll just keep on adding this apex with all the vertices. That's what I need to do only. Nothing more, nothing less. And whatever structure we'll get, that is my pyramid. So again, the last one is this. The last one is this. Sir, this is one of my pyramids. This is how a pyramid looks. Again, you see, very simple, not very difficult, right? Now, sir, please understand there are a few things which we need to know or we need to understand. This is a square again, let me say. If the base changes, everything will change. But for the square pyramid, this is the most common one. Let's see what happens. Sir, pyramid will have one height. So the height will look something like this. This is how the height looks. If I just say, sir, this is your height. This is your height, sir. So this we call it, sir, height of the pyramid. Now base of the square or side is A if I take. So please understand one simple thing, sir. If I draw this diagonal, this is going to be what? This is going to be your A root 2, everyone. Because A is the side, it's a square, so diagonal is into root 2. Now please understand what we need. Sir, we don't know slant height. Slant height is what for pyramid because it's a structure with non-uniform cross section. So slant height might come. So this is what we call as a slant height here. Slant height is this one. Please understand. And if you just join these two, you will get the idea. You will just get the idea, sir, what is going on over here. So slant height, if I take this again as L, can I see? Sir, this much is how much? This is A by 2, sir. This is half of the base because total is A. So this must be A by 2. So L will be root over of. This is H square plus A by 2 whole square, meaning A square by 4. This is how you find slant height of the pyramid. Again, these I'm giving you so that when they ask you difficult questions, you can answer. The basic questions, the volume, sir, anybody can answer. Why volume anybody can answer? Sir, volume is 1/3 again the multiplicating factor into area, like area of the base, in this case A square. into height, that is h. Done, sir. Again, we know the basics. I have given you the basics already in the previous class. But again, if they ask you area and around those things, then you are in trouble, sir. And I am trying to show you this. So again, if I know the L, so can anyone tell me what is the area of this? What is the area of this surface? Because all four surfaces are same like area. You will say area will be half into base. Base is what? Base is this. This is A. This part is A, sir. Into height. Height here is the slant height, that is L. But sir, this is for only one surface. There are how many surfaces? Four such surfaces, because this is a square. Four surfaces on four sides. So into 4. This is your LSA. Sir, again, you just calculate. So this becomes 2AL for a square pyramid, or pyramid having square base. Again, don't remember formulas. Try to understand how I'm thinking. Now there is one more thing, sir, what that is required or very important. This is this. This particular thing is called, sir, slant height. Sorry, slant edge. I'm saying slant height to hoge. So this is called, sir, slant edge. And this is also something we need to figure out. And for that, we'll take this triangle, sir. This one. This is also 90 degree. Take this triangle, sir. Again, I know that structure is looking a little weird, but again, what can we do? So if you take this, sir, this part, sir, it is a root 2 by 2, sir. Half of the diagonal, meaning this is a by root 2. And this height was h. So slant edge will be root over of h square plus a by root 2 whole square, meaning, sir, a square by 2. So again, don't get confused between a square by 2 and a square by 4. One is slant edge, one is slant height. Slant edge is always greater than slant height. That's why by 2 in edge and by 4 in slant height. Now, this is all you need to know from pyramid. Nothing more is required. If you know this much, you can answer anything. You can answer anything, sir. But again, have the concepts ready. Have the concepts ready, sir. Now, again, chalo, let's go back to the question. That will help us in understanding. Pyramid has a base, acha, sir, base area itself is given and height is also given. Again, this becomes a very simple question. Sir, base area, 1/3 base area into height, sir. So 6 12s are 72 and a 0. Sir, 720, that is option number 1. Nothing can be easier than this. Nothing here can be easier. Acha, let us do couple of pyramid questions. Okay, just give me 1 second. Circular cone, hemisphere, sphere, pyramid, sir, with square base. Okay, I'm just changing the order a little bit because we have just learned pyramid. Regular right pyramid has a square base with a side length of 16. Slant height is given volume, meaning, sir, I don't know height. I do not know height. Now visualize, sir. Height will be what? Slant height square minus the other part was half of the side. So a square by 4. So you can use, again, if you are not, please try to visualize. Because slant height was making a triangle like this, where this was a by 2, this was height, and this was slant height. So if I know L and I know a by 2, I can find h. And if I know h, I can find the volume. So again, L square. Let's put the value, sir. What is L square? L is 10. So 10 square, 100. A square is how much? A is 16. So A square will be, sir, 16 square by 4. Or rather, 8 square I can write. If you do, this is 36, meaning 6, sir. Sir, volume will be how much, sir? 1/3. Sir, base is a square having base 16. So area is 16 square into, sir, height is 6. So 256 into 2, 512, sir. Centimeter cube. That's my answer. Option number 1, sir. Option number 1, sir. Again, most of these questions will be of this level. They will not go beyond. They will not go beyond this. But again, there can be one question here and there where they can ask you a little tricky things, and you need to be prepared for that. You cannot just say, "Arey, ye kya puch liya?" Sir, next one, another pyramid question. Sir, a square pyramid. Square pyramid meaning base is a square. Has a lateral surface area. Lateral surface area meaning those four sides. Again, I told you that is half. Base is A into L into 4 is because there are four sides. Lateral surface area equal to twice the area of the base. Twice the area of the base. Base is A square because A is the side length. Side of the base is 8 centimeter. A is 8 actually. Achha, first things first. So I can write L is equal to 2A. Achha, sorry, 2 also cancels, na? L is equal to A, sir. L is equal to A and A is given as 8 centimeters. Find the slant height, sir. So slant height again the same. Root over of 8 squared plus A squared by 4, 64 by 4, 16. So 64 plus 16, that is 80, sir. हाँ ये तो गड़बड़ हो गया सर. Side of the base is 8. Have we done any mistake? Lateral surface area equal to twice the area of base. So twice the area of base I've taken, na? Twice the area of the base. So 2, 2 and 2 cancels. A and A cancels. L equal to A I'm getting. Find the slant height. Have I done any mistake, sir? 8 square plus A by 2 whole square. A by 2 meaning 4 square. That is 16, 100%. Again, it is very close to 9 centimeters, but I'm not 100% sure it is 9 centimeters. It seems a little problem. Will you guys give me just 1 second? Let me check if my typist has made an error or not. Just a second. अरे मैं कितना बड़ा पागल हूँ. Once I started checking the question, I thought, अरे they are asking slant height ना, and we have figured out slant height. अरे यार, my mistake. Very sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. And this is exactly what we have got. Ki L equal to A is 8. So L is the slant height that we already got, sir. Why in the world I'm thinking so much? Yeah, hai pata nahi. Sorry, extremely sorry. Sir. Let's move to next one. Acha, another pyramid. Pyramid will find to the end. Acha, ek kaam karte, sir. There are so many good questions. Let's not skip all. Sir, brilliant question this one. Height sphere is sphere inside cone. Sir, if you don't know this, it will be very difficult for you to solve. This has been repeated multiple times, but again, mostly in tier 2. This was the first time I've seen this question in tier 1 of SSC CGL. So I'll give you a minute's time to solve this, or to think about this at least. Everybody, please take your time. This is a brilliant question, sir. Brilliant question. Like I cannot explain how good this one is. It's like if you know, you know. If you don't know, it's a little challenging. It is a real challenge. 10 seconds, sir. Please do quickly. Everyone, last 3 seconds. Okay, no answers. Sir, you need to know a little bit. Again, comes from maxima minima actually. You can prove it using geometry as well. It's not a big deal. Sir, if there is a cone and you want to place the like the sphere of biggest volume inside the cone. So, in that case, radius of that sphere is always equal to R into H by R plus L. Remember this. If you don't know this, you will be in a lot of trouble. Please understand this. Again, R, H, R, L, all are of cone. The right hand side, the whole right hand side, we are talking about the cone. So radius of the sphere is the only thing related to sphere. And you see, we have everything once we know this. So radius, this is R. Height, this is H. Now, touching the base and the surface and the like slanted surface, meaning this is the highest. When you put the cone of the sphere of highest volume inside a cone, that this is exactly what it will do. It will be touching the surface and both the slanted surfaces. Not exactly both, the slanted surface, like in two places, two opposite places. Find the radius of the inscribed sphere. Again, they are asking you to find this. Just put in the values. R into H, 8 into 15, right? And sir, R plus L. R was 8. Sir, what is L? Sir, this is the Pythagorean triplet. L. So 8. क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ? 8, 15 and 17. This is the triplet, sir. 64 plus 225 is 289. So this is your L, R and H. So L is the biggest one. So just put it there. So 8 into 15, it's a calculation we have to do. 17 plus 8, 3 here and 5 here, sir. So this will be 25. 5 threes, 5 fives. 24 by 5 meaning 4.8 centimeters. That's your answer, option number 2. A brilliant, brilliant, brilliant question, everyone. Okay, brilliant question, this one. Please try to keep this in mind. I won't ask you to remember any formulas for any other structures. Let's say a sphere inside a cuboid or a cube or any other structure for that matter. But again, for cone, if you don't know this, it's very difficult to get the answer in the exam hall, sir. This is a very important formula, okay, everyone. Please, I'm saying this multiple times so that you understand the importance of it. So that you understand the importance of this. Sir, next one, please. Please solve the next one. Jaldi se, sir. Everybody, very, very, very quickly, please solve this. Please solve this, sir. Read the question, everyone. If the radius of a hemisphere is increased to twice its original size, radius has been doubled. What is the ratio of the new surface area to the original surface area? Achha, new surface area, they are not saying TSA, CSA, meaning TSA always. Meaning total surface area. Now please understand, total surface area, the formula is 3 pi r square. Even if you take the curved surface area CSA, that also 2 pi r square. 2 pi, 3 pi, these are constants. Ultimately, this depends on r square, sir. So now that means, can you conclude if r is doubled, because r becomes 2r, then r square becomes 2r square, meaning 4r square, meaning it becomes 4 times, sir. It becomes 4 times, sir. Correct, everyone? So this is exactly what we are going to use. So new surface area will be 4 times of that. So meaning this will be 4:1. I don't need to check anything else because there cannot be any other answer. And the same thing, sir, in cube, sir, 2 by 3 pi r cube. Sir, only this is the variable. This is constant part, sir. So again, r cube will increase to what? 2r cube. 2r cube meaning 8r. 2r whole cube, that is 8r cube. Meaning, sir, it will become 8 times. So ratio will become 8:1. So automatically my option number 1 matches. Again, you in this question you just needed to do one. The second one was matching automatically. Clear, everyone? Moving on, sir, to the next one. Sphere with a cylinder. Sphere with a cylinder, sir. Let's see how we can deal with this. A sphere is completely contained within a cylinder, with the height and diameter of the cylinder matching the diameter of the sphere. Sphere is inside the cylinder, height and the diameter of the cylinder matching the diameter of the sphere, sir. Simple question, very, very, very simple question, right? Acha. Given the volume of the sphere, given. What is the volume of the vacant space inside the cylinder? Meaning minus I need to do. Correct? Acha. Height and the acha. So height of the cylinder is diameter, meaning 2r of cylinder. R of cylinder, I'm saying. RC. Acha. And height is this. Acha, diameter of the cylinder. The height and diameter of the cylinder matching the diameter of the sphere. Acha, height is also 2r and diameter also, meaning radius and radius, both the diameters are equal, meaning r is equal to r. In both cases, I can use the same r, both for sphere as well as for the cylinder. Volume of the sphere is given, meaning r value I can figure out from here. 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is 288 pi. Pi cancels. 4. 2 144, another 272, sir. So r cube is 36 into 3 2s are 6. Meaning, sir, r is 6, sir. Because 6 and 6 squared, 6 cube actually. So radius we found, that means height will become 12. And radius is also 6. Now they are asking volume of the vacant space inside the cylinder. So cylinder volume minus sphere volume. Cylinder volume will be pi into r square, which will be, sir, 6 square into h minus 288 pi. Because I already know the volume of the sphere, no need to calculate. So again, what I can do, pi I can take common, 12 also I can take, not only 12, this is 6 square, na, sir. So I'm writing this as 6 into 6. Meaning, sir, 12 into 3. 12 and 12 if I take, meaning 144 I can take common. So this is 3 minus 2. 3 here and this is 144 into 2. Meaning 144 pi will be the answer, sir. Option number 3. Option number 3, sir. Again, I've calculated it in a different way, a little different way, but again, not a very difficult calculation, you can say. Very simple way to calculate. Right? Sir, again, hemisphere melted into cone, meaning volume same. Radius is half of the hemisphere. So hemisphere radius is 2r. Cone radius is r. Height of the resulting cone. Sir, hemisphere 2/3 pi r square h. R cube. R cube is 8r cube. 2r whole cube. That means 8r cube. That is equal to, sir, cone. Cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. R square is r square. H is h. H I need to find. Sir, pi by 3 cancels. R square and this cancels and we have a r. We have a r. अच्छा, answers are with r only. तब तो सर बहुत बढ़िया है. H equal to 16r, sir. 16r is not there. 16r is not there, sir. solid hemisphere is melted to form 2 by 3 pi r cube to form a cone whose radius is half of that hemisphere. Perfect. I cannot find where I've gone wrong. 8 2s are 16r. I guess then this must be 16r. Then this must be 16r. Because I cannot find. Can you guys find anything wrong with this? Can you guys find anything wrong with this? And it's very difficult to track questions. I'm quite confident we have not done any mistake. If I have, please do mention that I have made a mistake. I don't think I have made an error. Chalo, sir. Next, Raja, next question we had done. Next question we had done. Chalo, then. Cone and a sphere has equal volume. Same thing, sir. Cone's height is thrice the radius. Cone's height of the cone is 3 times r of the cone. What is the ratio of cone's radius to sphere's radius? Sphere's radius, I'm taking only r. So equal volume meaning 1/3 pi r square h. R cone square into h of cone is equal to uh, cone and a sphere. Sphere volume 4/3 pi into r cube. So again, I've taken r normally r cube. Now what I can do, hc I can put 3rc. 3 times rc. So 1 pi by 3 cancels. So I can write 3 times rc cube is equal to 4 times r cube. So rc cube by r cube is 4 by 3, sir. So cone's radius to sphere's radius is this. So my answer will be cube root of 4 by 3, which is option number 2, sir. Which is option number 2, sir. First one is no, perfect. Clear, everyone? Again, not, I don't think it's very difficult. Again, very simple. Moving on, sir. Radius of a cone. Again, it's a brilliant question. Again, it's a new type question. Please solve. I'm not giving you a timer. Take a minute's time. Take a minute's time, everyone. We'll discuss then. Chalo, sir. Answers. Again, try to do this. Achha, let me help you guys with this. Now, this can be treated as a question of mensuration as well as a question of percentage as well. Okay, but again, these type are evergreen types. Every year you can expect this. You can do this in two ways, either by ratio or by using AB theorem. Depends on the value. Radius is 25, no? So twice 25, then our calculation of 10 calculation, there is a chance we will get to something which is not very friendly. So something like this, sir. So options also like kind of signifying the same thing. I'll show you both. So you see, if I use AB theorem, so 25% again, volume they're asking, volume change, volume formula is R square and H. I'm not writing the constants, meaning R is twice, then 1H. So R is twice meaning twice change of R and then one change of H. This is 10. Now increment, decrement, these two are increments, this one is decrement. So again use AB theorem in the first two. 25 plus 25 plus 25 square by 100. Again, don't use the three variable formula. Calculations become very tricky then. So again, this is 50 and this is 6.25. So 56.25%. Then you use this one and this one. So 56.25 minus 10 plus minus minus 56.25 into 10 by 100. So again, this will be, sir, 46.25 minus. So this is 5.625. So if you calculate, so this will be 46.25 minus 5, meaning sir 41.25 sir, and this is 0.625. Sir again 5, this is 3, this is sorry मैं थोड़ा पागल हो गया. This is 10, this is 3, this is 2, and sir this is 6. Uh, Again sir this will be 40. 40.625. So I will mark option 2 as my answer. I will mark option 2 as my correct answer. What happened? Arey yaar, what happened? Something is wrong, sir. You see? Something is wrong, sir. Ruk jao. What happened? Again, it's not taking any touch. Some glitch or something. There's just no way I cannot even operate this. Again, you see, I'm touching here, and the only thing I have to exit, and then, but in that case, the notes will not be saved. Wait a second. Wait a second, everyone, please. Again, chalo, I finally somehow have recovered it. Okay, took me a little time, but again, I hope you guys can see the little bit. Acha, this was done, and we could have written this is 40.6% almost. 40.6%. But again, sir, what is to be done in other cases? Sir, I told you I'll show you another method. Let's see the ratio technique. How to use this. So ratio deals with initial and final values. So 25%, it means increment of 1 by 4. Meaning if my initial value, initial radius was 4 units, now it has increased by 1, so it has become 5. But I don't need r, I need r square. So it will be sir 4 square, and now it is 5 square. And what happened to h? 10%, meaning 1 by 10th. Meaning, sir, if my initial height was 10, now it is 1 less, meaning this is 9. Take the compound ratio. So this is 16 into 10, 160 initial volume. This is 25 into 9, that is, sir, 225 final volume. Calculate the percentage change. Sir, how much increment here? Sir, 60, 40, 60, 65 increment out of 160 into 100, sir. So again, 2 5s are this, 2 8s are this. 6 5s are 300, 325 by 8. So 40% and then some. 40%, 5 by 8. 5 by 8 is 0.625. 62.5%, 5 by 8. So in decimal, 0.625. So definitely my answer is option 2. Now again, I always say if your values are not that friendly, go with that. And if your values are friendly, having 0 at the end, go with AB theorem. Now again, I've given you both methods. Now choice is up to you. Choice is yours now. Which one you will prefer, which one you will go for. Done, sir. Next one. Acha, first term questions we'll do next class. I don't want to do first term questions now because I'll discuss a few things. First term I have not discussed yet. Cylindrical storage. Sir, let's do this. Good question, this one. Very, very, very good question. A little calculative and a little tricky, sir. 100%. But again, first you please try. You please give it a try, sir. A cylindrical storage container has a base diameter of 6. So radius is 3. It is designed with sections whose heights form an arithmetic progressions. Okay. From 2 centimeter from bottom to reaching 10 centimeter. Array, sir, this is also a frustum question. I'm not again, this is also different sections. We'll not do it now. Frustum formulas vagera I have not given you. My mistake. My mistake, sir. My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. This was 22. So let's do this. Frustum only I've kept for the third class. Third class sounds very bad. Part 3. Okay. Please do, sir. Please do, everyone. Hemisphere of radius 8 curved from a sphere. Volume of the hemisphere. Volume of the hemisphere. Volume of the hemisphere. There must be some mistakes, sir. There must be some mistakes, sir. Hemisphere volume, so radius is given. Radius is given, so I can figure it out very easily. No, no, no. There must be some mistake here. Again, this is not how it is. I'll check this question. Check it, please. Question number 23. Okay, no worries. Sir, next one. Again, we did a similar question with cone. Let's do a cone or like question with a cube. You see, for cone, there was a formula and so everything we needed to understand. For cube or for any structure other than cone, you don't need to like remember anything, sir. Solid ball is placed inside a cube. It touches all 6 faces. That means side is equal to diameter. It means just try and visualize. It is side is equal to diameter, sir. Just if required, if you cannot visualize, draw a 2D diagram. It's a square. Inside that, it's a circle. Think like that. So side is equal to diameter, sir. Now, what percentage of cube's volume is occupied by the ball? Sir, let's do one thing. Percentage they are asking, na? Sir, let's take such the values in such a manner that my pi gets cancelled. So I'm taking the diameter as 7 centimeters, or rather 14 centimeters, meaning the sides are 14 centimeter. Okay. So, sir, volume of the cube will be 14 cube. This will be 14 cube, sir, without doubt. 2744. Again, if you don't know this, in that case, take some smaller values. But again, you should know this. Now, what about the volume of the sphere, the solid ball, the sphere? So, volume of the sphere will be 4/3 pi into r cube. Sir, if 14 is diameter, r is 7. So, 7 cube meaning 7 into 7 into 7. Achha, one thing now I can see, if I had taken a multiple of 3, that would have made it easier as well. That would have made it easier as well. So doesn't really matter here. This doesn't really matter over here. This does not really matter. So let's not then complicate our situation. In that case, let's take the side of the cube as 2 centimeters only, so that the radius become 1. That's the thing. I will not calculate much. So 2 centimeters, not centimeters cube. So this will be 8 centimeter cube, and this will become 4/3 pi r cube, meaning 1 cube. Now this is 88 by 21 centimeter cube. They are asking this is what percentage of this 8. So 88 by 21 is what percentage of this 8? Just do this calculation. 8 11s are this. So 1100 over 21, sir. So 21 5s are 105. So 5s are 105, meaning, sir, I don't need to do anything. There can be only one answer, because that is the only answer which is above 50%. You will say that's my answer. That is 100% my answer, sir. Clear, sir? Clear? Acha. With that being said, then, sir, I am ending today's class right here. There is a little problem that I'm facing with the board. I thought I'll like extend this a little bit more, but some problem is there I'm feeling while writing. Okay, I have to check it. So I'm ending the class 5 minutes early. I'll extend the next video by 5 minutes. So with that being said, then, sir, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And again, before I go, just a quick thing. Please join me to celebrate our toppers from this year's, the last year's CGL. So again, you guys can see, I've told you guys this before as well. Year 1, 3, 4, 6, 14. These are just the toppers among the thousands of candidates who have scored very, very good and got selected from Oliveboard. Now, thank you everyone for joining. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like, and definitely you can leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Take care. I will see you guys in the next class.